Dwight Tiger Walker. His opponent, wearing powder blue trunks with gold trim, weighing 156 pounds, from Fayetteville, Ohio, and Huntington, West Virginia, the Golden Boy, Lloyd
For Mark Frazie, this is second appearance at NBC. We telecast his bout last July out of Tampa, so he is a favorite here in the Tampa area. He has fought here on several occasions. Last July, Frazie stopped Willie Ray Taylor in the second round. The stare contest going to Dwight Tiger Walker. Hands down. Walker patterned his style after the former champion Dick Tiger, thus the nickname of Tiger. He was impressive, scoring a third-round technical knockout over Reggie Moore. That a preliminary the day that White Braxton dethroned the WBC light heavyweight champ Matthew Saad Muhammad back in December of '80. And Walker gained prominence in January. 10-round decision at Madison Square Garden in New York over Manuel Miller, who had been previously unbeaten. Roundhouse right attempted by Walker. This is round one. We're scheduled for 10. The referee, Arthur Mercanti.
Both guys came out throwing short, tight, but thunderous punches. Bear in mind, Frazie has got a left hook that'll take your head off, and Tiger can attack with both hands. Both very uptight for this. It was almost a fist fight today at the weigh-in.
Serious fist fight?
It was serious in that when you don't get paid for it, it's serious.
In Frazie's last fight, a first-round knockout of Freddie Creech back in March the 26th, 202, round one.
Tiger too wide with those punches. You can't do that against a guy with Mark Frazie's experience, because he fights tight in and he punches direct from the body. Those wide swinging punches will net him a straight right hand on the nose.
Tiger Walker coming off a very impressive knockout of Guy Kennedy in round three, in the process breaking Kennedy's jaw. Warning from Arthur Mercanti, as you see.
Another low blow. The last time that Mark Frazie fought Dario Daesa, there was a low blow in every round. I witnessed that fight. It happens to be his bad luck to get hit. I don't think that was intentional by Tiger, but it didn't lessen the pain.
In fact, Frazie has gone 10 rounds on 2 occasions. One of those bouts against Daesa, the other against Johnny Hurd, and Frazie not impressive against Daesa, consistently recruiting.
Now, here comes Mercanti doing what we saw him. He has taken 1 point for kidney punches away from Tiger. Tiger Walker punching very hard to the back. As you saw, that's illegal. Arthur Mercanti pointed that out on our NBC feature in March, and he's taken a point away almost immediately.
And no complaint from Walker. He realized that they were illegal blows.
Well, Mercanti's going to have his hands full, because both combatants don't like each other. They're in a fight. It's just not a boxing contest. These two guys are out to put punishment on each other.
This is round one, scheduled for 10. And again, Arthur Mercanti making his presence felt. So a rugged first round. And we'll be back right after these words.
Buy a new car.
For Florida, on to round two. A very aggressive first round between Mark Frazie and Dwight Tiger Walker. In fact, the illegal blow thrown by Walker, a major factor in the scoring in round one.
Certainly, because Frazie won that round. It was a 10-9 round.
And Walker teeing off with hooks to Frazie, and he goes down off the impact of that right hand. Mandatory 8 count.
They're counting it a knockdown. They're counting it a knockdown against Tiger. Now, I didn't see that.
Looked like he slipped.
It did. It looked like he slipped after he threw a punch. Getting back to the scoring, it was a 10-9 round, but Arthur Mercanti took away a point, making it a 10-8 round. Now, that's significant when it's a 10-point must system, because Tiger is now getting himself into a hole, and now a knockdown in this round.
That was bizarre, unless Frazie somehow slipped a punch in, which I did not see.
Well, let's see if our cameras picked it on replay, because it was difficult to see for us. Overhead camera giving you an angle of how it looks from up above, what that distance looks like between fighters. Frazie bending over gives you his head, then he stands up, takes the head away and punches.
Under the rules of the Tampa Boxing Commission, scoring on the 10-point must, and it's handled by the 3 judges. Referee does not have a vote. Mandatory 8 count, as you saw, is in effect, as is the 3 knockdown rule, and the boxer can be saved by the bell here in Tampa.
Oh, a tremendous right hand lead by Frazie.
Get up there! Get off the rope! Hard break!
That right hand lead looked better than it was, but it built up a point. It grazed the chin of Tiger. Tiger went right to the attack on the rope to neutralize that point, but bear in mind, he's already behind. He's been down.
Frazie going to the jab, trying to set up the right hand.
Stop holding! Stop holding!
Stop holding, says Arthur Mercati.
Arthur breaking them as he instructed us before. A lot of daylight between the fighters so that they can't hit on the break.
Uppercut set, hook set up, uppercut by Walker, who's warned again.
I can't see that exactly because Frazie's wearing those trunks that are very high. I am not so sure that I would have given that warning. However, Arthur Mercati, one of the top referees in the country, is trying to keep control of this fight, trying to keep it from getting into a brawl. Doing a good job so far.
And we are final seconds, round 2. To Tampa, Florida. This is round 3. Let's take a look at that onslaught that led to Tiger Walker slipping. And Walker was given the mandatory 8 count.
There was a tiny punch in there. Very, very tiny punch, but there was a punch. It looked like a slip to me.
Dwight Tiger Walker, 24 years old, out of Newark, New Jersey, record of 10-0 with 1 draw. He's won 5 by knockout. Mark Frazie, the 24-year-old, out of Ohio, trains in Huntington, West Virginia, 17-0, 11 by knockout. Both can hit.
A golden boy, they call him in Tampa. He's fought here his last 10 fights, and he's done exceptionally well. Right now, he must think that Arthur Mercati's from Tampa because Tiger has been getting a lot of scoldings from Arthur Mercati. But the fact is, he's a world-class referee, and he lives in New York, so it's just the way he sees it.
And a minute gone by in this 3rd round.
Both fighters missing badly. Those kind of misses can really cost you if your opponent's ready to counterpunch.
Get off! Get off! Stop holding!
Tiger Walker, a one-time sparring partner for world middleweight champion Marvin Hagler. Actually, I should say Marvelous. Another low blow.
Keep them up! Keep them up!
Hagler did legally change his name to Marvelous.
Whereas you have not as yet.
No.
Oh, good right hand right on the button of Tiger by Frazie. Frazie puts that head out there and makes Tiger throw, and then he draws it back just right. Remember, Mark Frazie has 17-0 record, but he has 240 amateur fights. Tiger is not fighting with the intensity and ferocity that we saw him with in March, and that may be due to the fact that the referee has him intimidated.
His last bout, the 3rd round knockout of Guy Kennedy. Again, Tiger Walker landing on the back of Mark Frazie.
Another point away from him.
Another point has been taken. He's Dwight Walker.
He is getting impossible for Tiger to get out of this unless he knocks him out. If he thumps to the body, he's getting punches taken away.
And we're final seconds, round Allah in his corner warning Tiger, hey, you're going to be disqualified.
You see, he's also telling him, you're going to be disqualified. You're going to be disqualified. It's the worst thing the networks have ever seen. That, in a way, is the way the networks affect boxing, because he knows that would be a tremendous row occurs. But yet, Arthur Mercani has warned him, you keep that up, we'll disqualify you. I did not think it was flagrant enough to be disqualified. He is punching low, and he has punched to the body, to the kidney area with thunderous punches.
All right, this is round 4. And how have you scored it to this point?
Well, at this point, they've taken 2 points away from him. It's 30-26, because even when Frazie wins a round, that makes him a 10-8 round instead of a 10-9 round. In effect, he has given him a lead of 3 rounds. Again, a low blow.
Good combination by Walker. Uppercut by Walker.
Well, that's the only way he's going to get out of here with a win. He's going to have to intimidate and knock out Mark Frazie.
High praise! Let's go. Which way is that?
And we apologize for the technical difficulties that we had earlier during the course of the program. We'll have more of the World's Strongest Men competition later on here on NBC Sports World. We're live from Tampa, Florida. Marv Albert along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. We are witnessing a street brawl between Dwight Tiger Walker in the dark blue, Mark Frazie in the light blue.
Tiger fighting a lot harder than he has been fighting before. He seems to almost disregard what Arthur Mercani said. He has not let it affect him. Other fighters would not have punched to the body again. They would just stay with the head.
Stop holding.
I think he's right, by the way, in doing that.
It appeared that it did affect him for maybe a round, back in the second round, and that's it. He fought his way out of it.
All right, break. Stop boxing.
I think it's affected him anyway. I mean, he's not fighting with that ferocity and intensity we saw before. But what I'm saying is his game plan, he's stuck with it. If he's going to punch to the body, he goes to punch. He's instinctive. Now they're going to talk.
Stop holding.
This is most unusual, but Arthur Mercani looking to take control.
He's just warned him not to hold. Not to hold, to fight.
Good exchange. During the course of that discussion, time was stopped. Oh,
another low blow. And that one was so low that it buckled Mark Frazie's legs.
Let's go.
The time was given for momentary to see if Mark Frazie wanted to continue. Mercani called time, called it back in now.
oh, left hand by Frazie. And a right hand by Frazie.
It's got Tiger buckled, and holding on.
This crowd, a Mark Frazie crowd. Frazie has been fighting quite a bit here in Tampa. The crowd taking exception to the low blows thrown by Dwight Walker. Round 5, but let's listen in on the corner of Mark Frazie. You'll hear the voice of the referee, Arthur Mercani.
Listen, just keep throwing that speed like that.
The next low blow, I'm disqualifying him. You understand?
Arthur Mercani going into the corner of Frazie, and then going into the corner of Walker and saying the next low blow by Walker, and Mercani will disqualify Tiger Walker.
And he's lucky he was on the wrong side of him just then, because there was a really low blow just a moment ago. Tiger doesn't mean to do that. It's Frazie's pants are way up high and he's lower than Frazie. Frazie's tall. It's almost impossible not to hit him at the belt line. I mean, if it's obviously low at the cup, that's different. But right at the belt line or in the groin area, very tough when you're a hard fighter like Tiger is. Oh, great right hand by Frazie.
What's the fight doctor scorecard look like?
Well, unfortunately, because of the points taken away, it's wildly for Frazie. I say unfortunately because... Oh, another one. And
that's it. Arthur Mercani has disqualified by disqualification. The fight has been stopped in round 5 after the referee Mercante warned Walker between rounds that the next low blow would mean disqualification. So this will be the first defeat suffered by Tiger Walker. Here is another look. This is round 5. There you saw it, the low blow. The left hook by Walker down low, and that ended it from another angle. No question about it. But Arthur Mercante taking a very active role, and we'll have a chance to talk about it with Mercante in just a moment. Dwight Tiger Walker and his man Kareem Allah not pleased about developments. Here's the official announcement. Let's go to the ring announcer, Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 7 seconds of the 5th round. The referee disqualifies Walker for various infractions. The winner by disqualification, Mark Frazie.
107, round 5. Mark Frazie continuing his unbeaten string. He is now 18-0, but a controversial conclusion. Arthur Mercante stopping it via disqualification. Ferdy has the referee Mercante alongside him. Let's go to the ring.
Arthur, that was a tough fight to stop. Of course, you hear the people booing. This is a pro-Frazie crowd, and they're still booing. What was the basis of your decision?
The basis of my decision was after repeated warnings to Dwight for holding, for hitting in the kidneys, for holding with the left hand on the head, and also for fouling several times. How many times can I penalize the guy? And if this continues on in boxing, if the fans want this to go on, then they're not real boxing fans. You have to be justified in doing what you're doing, and I feel fully confident that what I did was justified in disqualifying Dwight.
All right, now Murad, you represent Tiger. What was your feeling about the thing?
This is wrong. This is what the fighters have a cup for. If you go over in slow motion, you'll find out those are body shots and not hit in the groin. The fighter, it's wrong for a fighter like Tiger Walker to come in someone's hometown and get in the ring and fight a tough fight and lose, get a blemish on his record because the referee did not allow the fight to
We will
continue
say
on.
that the referee is a world quality referee, one of the finest in the world. Plus, he's not from Tampa.
We are not angels, Doc, and we all make mistakes.
All right,
and this time, I have to honestly say the referee made a mistake.
May I say something?
Let him say something.
You just made a statement. If you hit below the belt line, it's a foul. No matter whether they have a foul-proof cuff on or not. It's an illegal blow below the
I
belt.
ask you one question. You count for a knockdown. The boy slipped in the corner. You didn't see that, but you counted for a knockdown.
Wait a minute, gentlemen. This isn't meet the press. This isn't a forum. Let me talk to Tiger, the man who was disqualified. Did you feel it disqualified was legal?
No, it wasn't.
Were you intentionally punching into the
No, I
body?
wasn't.
But you were hitting low.
Yeah, I hit him low a couple times. Can I say something? Or that you break, when I break, I hit him a couple times. You said something. He hit me a couple times when he break. What did you say? Nothing.
No, that's not true.
No,
I
you
don't
know it's
blame you.
over there. You called the knockdown.
Tiger, this calls for a rematch. We know that.
Can I say something else?
Wait a minute. Time. All right. We've done. Thank you very much, Arthur. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Murad and Tiger. I'd like to talk to. How do you feel? I know you've gotten hit low. How did that feel?
Well, the first low blow hurt me the worst. After that, it